I'm Jen Steele, and this is a special Veterans Day report for UT San Diego. Veterans often ask, isn't there a way to treat my depression or anxiety that doesn't involve popping more pills? Although no one is saying that art is the definitive solution, San Diego County military veterans are finding that painting, dance, music, and other forms of creative expression help them deal with the wounds they brought home from war. Over several weeks, we spoke to Iraq and Afghanistan vets involved in programs such as salsa dancing, rock bands, creative writing, and more. We hope you enjoy these stories, and happy Veterans Day to all who have served in uniform.
This is incoming. When you're getting, like in Vietnam, we had a year tour.
Some veterans are haunted by what they saw on the battlefield, but through art programs such as Combat Arts of San Diego, they are able to unpack those images by placing them on canvas.
You're sitting there in your foxhole, rockets and sails are coming in, you can't get low enough. Sometimes you just felt like you wanted to crawl inside your boots and hide.
And pretty much this depicts, my PTSD, my depression, my anxiety, being all alone in the world without my brothers.
Vietnam vet Maurice Hewitt says his photo illustrations work on his PTSD.
Well, you can confront it. It's out there, put it down, you can look at it, and after a while you start realizing, that was then, this is now, this is behind me. It can't hurt me.
So I just started sketching, and it became a therapy for me. Like when I feel depressed or down, I tend to isolate myself. Like I don't want to talk to anybody, like I'm all alone. So I put it on painting. If I knew that this is the answer, when I was in the military, I could have done this, but I didn't know. So now I'm part of the combat artists, and it's a good thing.
If you've been in combat, no matter what you're doing, it's always going to be with you. The stories, the memory, and everything's going to be with you. But through the art, it puts it lesser, so you can just move on with your life.
With photographer Hayne Palmer, I'm Jen Steele for UT San Diego.
Come on, join in!
At military hospitals around San Diego County, wounded warriors are finding that dance is therapeutic. They take classes offered by the nonprofit group Soldiers Who Salsa.
I was really hesitant on coming the first time. Didn't really think of salsa as something fun. But I came to it and really enjoyed coming. Helps me relieve my stress, and my anxiety goes down.
Oh, I love it so far. It ties into, my cultural background, and then it, makes me better as a person, and, it kind of helps me out with my physical disability.
All right, ready? Try that double turn.
It's fun, but the larger point behind using salsa is to coax these injured veterans back into social situations.
I have an alcohol problem coming back from Afghanistan, so instead of going to a bar and drinking, I would go to a club and dance.
Like for myself, I got a little bit traumatic brain injury. So it helps with balance, vestibular coordination, hand and eye coordination, and balance issues. So it really does help.
It was really tough for me to meet new people and trust people. So coming to a class like this and being able to go out to a club and being able to dance is a big step for me.
You work on your physical and then you enjoy it. So I think those two combined actually really do help even more in the long run.
Everybody loves doing it. It's a great time.
I call this voice. I am so disenamored by today's society. The lack of standing up for what is right. In a world connected by so many sources, that more people aren't using their voice.
San Diego military veterans are working with the nonprofit group So Say We All to write about their war and homecoming experiences.
Got into writing back in the early 2000s as a way to exercise the demons that I would feel on me. It's 20 years in the military. I've crossed a lot of borders. I've done a lot of things. I put pen to paper and I wrote it down, and it was amazing how much it just released and let me go.
Adam Stone says the release he gets from writing is similar to what he feels after a good run.
Just me lost in my own world and just getting everything out on the pavement. But this is an exercise of my mind and not a physical nature of it. It's me writing how everything I feel, whether it's just a poem or if it's an essay for class or if it's a story that only I know or me and 4 other people know from a long time ago. it just releases those feelings that you have deep inside and just lets it go.
With photographer Hayne Palmer, I'm Jen Steele for UT San Diego. The Semper Sound Band grew out of the music therapy program at Camp Pendleton's Wounded Warrior Battalion. It consists of combat veterans who find that music is not only a great time, it has other benefits.
We just immediately gelled right away, played some of my songs. They really enjoyed them, and they're like, let's play some more.
Vets with post-traumatic stress disorder say it helps them break out of their isolation.
It just offers a good release and a sense of a calmness, you know, that just helps me get through my day, through the week, through life.
The Semper Sound, we are playing the piano, we're playing the bass guitar, we're playing the drums. We got veterans, we've got guys that are wounded warriors, we've got guys that are active duty. I think a lot of the guys that come here the first time, they don't even realize what it's going to do for them. And you'll see the change. I think they don't even realize what an impact it makes for them, but you know when they keep coming back and they start learning songs and singing stuff, and you just see like this happiness that comes over them that they didn't even know they could have this happiness. So I mean, that's why I'm in.
With photographer Hayne Palmer, I'm Jen Steele for UT San Diego. Marine Chris Hamilton found songwriting as part of his recovery.
Through the treatment over here at the Warrior Recovery Center, one of the therapists mentioned that, you know, they had a music therapy program. A lot of us that are in combat, when we come back, we have a problem with attaching to emotion. We'd rather put it on the blind side and not deal with anything like that, which is definitely not good for you.
Country and city, and I'm in between pastures and farms, or traffic and trees.
If I, you know, didn't have this opportunity to be with these therapists here, you know, I'd probably still be all bottled up and not really express myself the way that I do now.
I've been gone for too long.
His country song Home is about longing for his native Texas, but knowing that he will return a changed person after serving in Afghanistan.
Country life I've known. I left it long ago, and through this time I've grown, but I love home.
With photographer Hayne Palmer, I'm Jen Steele for UT San Diego.